family. I hope you're having a beautiful day so far. The weather is so gorgeous today. It's sunny, a little bit of clouds, so it's rolling and everything, but it is warm and it is gorgeous, and I still cannot believe we are in May already. This year is flying by. I have so much to share with you though. Now that it's warming up, we're going to be working outside, decorating, setting up the space, getting it ready for lunches and dinners and stuff, and then we'll decorate a little bit inside. I've got recipes, so I got a lot to share with you today, and I'm really excited because I'm actually partnered with Macy's for today's video, and I found the most beautiful flowers, real and faux ones, on their site, and they are gorgeous. I can't wait to share those with you. So decorating and planting, and yeah, I'm excited. So let's head outside to get started. When winter is over, there's always a good cleanup to do for spring. Everything was quite stuck into this picnic table, but I'm gonna refresh it. So this tulip bouquet came from Macy's.com, and let me tell you, it is so beautiful. You can pick different colors and different bouquets, but they ship it straight to you, and it's just beautiful. They put a little note in there for you, so it would be a great gift for Mother's Day. And right now Macy's is having their Celebrate Mom event now through May 12th, that you can save an extra 25% off select items, including jewelry, with code MOM. And this would be such a nice gift. They have so many beautiful options to choose from. Also, this rose right here is also from Macy's that you see here, and it's so realistic looking, and I love it because it'll be beautiful all year round. Roses is something that I don't get to enjoy too much in the season, so it's nice to have a fake one that looks real, so that's always nice. Plus, with it being potted, you can use it anywhere in the house. I also found this really pretty dried eucalyptus on Macy's, and it was on a good deal, so definitely be sure to check them out. They have free shipping on $49 or more and free pickup in store that is fast and easy. The eucalyptus looks so pretty outside, but I also wanted to show you how it would look like styled on a coffee table or something, because it is so pretty. It is a beautiful sage green color. It's calming and just the mood and vibe I was going for. I'm starting to wear jewelry again. You guys might have noticed. I feel like it adds a little character, you know, and pizzazz, but I want to start wearing rings, because the only ring I ever wear is my wedding band, which is very important, and I love that, but I wanted to kind of jazz it up, and I need to get more, but I picked up this one on Macy's. It's really pretty. It's by Ana Luisa, and it comes in this really cute little box, so it makes a perfect gift. But this ring is really nice because it's adjustable. I like that it has a little bit of the diamonds on it with the gold, and it has like a little flair to it. And I feel like it's a fun way to just express yourself. So I'll have everything you see in today's video linked in the description box below, as well as in the comments, so it's super easy to find. Definitely take advantage of the Celebrate Mom event promotions that are going on at Macy's. You won't want to miss it. They have some beautiful items, and I know that you'll be able to find something you absolutely love and you can also give as a gift. So now I am replanting actually, the basil I picked up. So when you're looking for herbs and stuff, if there's multiple in a package, separate them, and then you'll get even more harvest out of those. And plus they need a little bit more root space too. So I'm using some compost, some potting mix, and then some orem castings to make them a happy little area to grow in and stuff. But we're gonna get started with the little charcuterie board that I am working on for our little picnic today. And I love me a good snack board. Basically, anytime we can eat outside, I'm all for it. and I made homemade sourdough baguettes. And the thing about these are they're super easy to make. I just use my regular sourdough bread recipe, which makes so much more. You can make a regular bread, you can make a sandwich loaf, baguettes, and I even make pizza with it. It's so good. So let me know if you want the recipe for that and everything. I'll kind of show you a little bit of how I do it and stuff. But if you want to see how I do the outdoor pizza and stuff, let me know, because I will include that in the next video if you'd like me to. All right, for the basic sourdough recipe that's going to make anything you want, this is how it's going to look after it's proofed overnight, and this is for 2 loaves. So this recipe makes 2 loaves, okay, or however much of anything else you want. I usually will do 480 to 500 grams of water, and then I will usually have, it's around 1.5 cups or so of starter, which is your leaven. That's your sourdough part, okay? It's all bubbly. You want to use it when it's active, okay? And that's usually ends up being around 250 grams or so. It can be more, it can be a little less, you'll be fine. Just make sure that it is fed and it's already almost at its peak, but not quite there, okay? I always add a little bit of cream. So usually 40 to 60 grams, somewhere in there, of cream. It's optional, you don't have to. And then I usually will add around 800 to 900 grams of flour. It all depends on the flour. You're looking for like a nice, wet, shaggy dough. Okay, if it's too dry, add more water. Don't overcomplicate it. Sourdough does not have to be overly complicated. When I first started making this years ago, I was so confused and just like, it just annoyed me, honestly. I don't do discard anymore. I don't throw out any of my sourdough starter or anything like that. If I want to make a recipe that has discard, I just make it and then let it fall, and that's now my discard. I don't like to waste food, okay? That's just not what I want to do. So I turn that until it's kind of wet and shaggy, as you kind of see here, and then you're just going to let it sit for a couple minutes, 10 minutes or so, and then you're going to add 20 grams of salt. And I usually add salt with a little bit of water in it, just because it makes it a little easier to work into the dough. I work it in, then I let it sit, and then I'll start my stretch and folds. Don't overcomplicate this. Some days I will go 15 minutes in between, some days 30, sometimes I forget and it's like an hour in between my stretch and folds. The longer you stretch it, the easier we'll get after each time, if that makes sense. You can do coil folds. Again, keep it simple, don't overcomplicate it. And then I let it proof on the counter for a little bit, and then I put it in the fridge overnight, okay? Then we're at this process. So this is proofed into the fridge overnight, and I divide it into 2 different loaves. You can use half for a regular sandwich loaf, half for a artisan loaf. You can make them into baguettes, you can make them into pizza dough. It's totally up to you. This is where I laminate my dough, though. I like the way it works when I do this. So this is for a traditional artisan or sandwich loaf. I don't laminate the dough, though, if I'm going to turn it into pizza. Okay, so that's where the process changes a little bit. but again, keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. This I shape either into a log or into a round ball, and then we'll go into a banneton. You can use a floured bowl if you need to, whatever. Again, it's just, I really enjoy baking. It brings me so much peace. It's so enjoyable. After that sits in the fridge for a good 4 to 6 hours, I'll dust it with some flour, rub that in, and then I will score it. And you can make your design however you like. Have fun with it. Just know that you need to have a full score so that your bread can have that expansion in it. Because if you don't, it doesn't turn out as well, and it needs to have that expansion. Okay, so do your decorative and then slice that baby, and don't be afraid to go too deep on it either. It needs that. And I find that if I put some ice cubes into my Dutch oven after that's been sitting in a 500-degree oven for around 30 minutes, it creates that steam, and I put that lid on, and this is the result. So I bake it for 20 minutes with the lid on, 15 with it off, all at 500, and it turns out so good. So I took my regular dough, instead of scoring a pretty design on it, I chop it into triangles, and they make sandwich rolls. You can also do the whole sandwich loaf. I bake it at 450, 25 to 30 minutes or so till they're golden brown, rub it in butter. So I wanted to refresh the living room a little bit, so I changed up the centerpiece, and I thought it looked really pretty just for spring. But I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Give it a thumbs up. All the links will be linked in the description box below, and definitely be sure to check out Macy's promotions they have going on for Celebrating Mom event now through the 12th. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.